Number 7. The Boeing Sikorski VS300. The Boeing Sikorski VS300 was a groundbreaking helicopter that was designed by Igor Sikorski and was first flown in 1939. It was the first successful helicopter in the US and the first in the world to use the single vertical plain tail rotor design that's still widely used today. The VS300 demonstrated the power of rotary wing flight and paved the way for the development of the helicopter industry. The VS300 was powered by a single engine that drove a 3-blade main rotor and a single-blade tail rotor. The main rotor provided both lift and thrust, while the tail rotor counteracted the torque and provided directional control. The VS300 had a cyclic pitch control that allowed the pilot to change the angle of attack of each blade individually, thus creating different amounts of lift at different points of the rotor's rotation. This enabled the helicopter to move forward, backward, sideways, or hover in place. The VS300 also had a collective pitch control that allowed the pilot to change the angle of attack of all blades simultaneously, thus increasing or decreasing the overall lift of the rotor. The VS300 wasn't very fast or powerful by today's standards, but it was impressive for its time. It had a maximum speed of about 50 miles per hour and a maximum altitude of about 500 feet. It could carry one pilot and one passenger, or about 250 pounds of cargo. It had a range of approximately 50 miles and an endurance of about 90 minutes. The VS300 was also extremely versatile and adaptable. It could be fitted with floats for water operations, skis for snow operations, or wheels for land operations. The VS300 was a remarkable achievement that proved the feasibility and utility of helicopters. It was used for various purposes such as testing new technologies, training pilots, transporting personnel and equipment, and performing rescue missions. It also inspired several other helicopter designs, like the Sikorski R4, which was the first mass-produced helicopter and the first to enter military service. The VS300 was retired in 1943 and was subsequently donated to the Henry Ford Museum, where it's still on display today. The Boeing Sikorski VS300 was a powerful helicopter that revolutionized aviation history. It was the first practical helicopter in the US and the first to use the single vertical plain tail rotor design. It showed the world the potential of rotary wing flight and opened up new possibilities for exploration and transportation. Number 6. The MIL Mi-26. The MIL Mi-26 is a twin-engine heavy transport helicopter that was designed and manufactured by the MIL Moscow helicopter plant in Russia. It's the world's largest and most powerful helicopter, capable of carrying up to 44,000 pounds of cargo or 80 troops. It has a single 8-blade main rotor and a 5-blade tail rotor and can fly at a maximum speed of 184 miles per hour. And in addition, it has a maximum altitude of 15,100 feet. It entered service in 1985 and has been used by both military and civilian operators for various missions, such as transporting vehicles, equipment, personnel, and even other helicopters. The Mi-26 was developed to replace the earlier Mi-6 and Mi-12 heavy-lift helicopters, which weren't powerful enough to meet the demands of the Soviet military and civil aviation. The Mi-26 was designed to have an empty weight less than half its maximum takeoff weight, which was achieved by using a non-planetary split-torque design that could absorb 14,700 kilowatts of power from the two Lotarev D136 turboshaft engines. The Mi-26 also had a sophisticated flight control system that allowed the pilot to change the angle of attack of each blade individually or simultaneously, thus enabling the helicopter to move in any direction or hover in place. The Mi-26 has proven its power and versatility in many situations. In 1986, it was used to transport a reactor lid weighing 15 tons from the Chernobyl nuclear power plant after the disaster. And in 1989, it set a world record by lifting a payload of 125,153.8 pounds to an altitude of 6,562 feet. The Mi-26 was also used in 1995 during the recovery of two Tu-134 airliners that became stuck in the Siberian tundra after encountering bad weather. Then in 2010, it was used to deliver humanitarian aid to Haiti after the earthquake. The Mi-26 is the world's largest and most powerful helicopter and has been used for various roles since entering service, such as heavy lift transport, firefighting, search and rescue, and disaster relief. Number 5. The CAIC Z-10. The CAIC Z-10 is a Chinese medium attack helicopter that was developed for the People's Liberation Army Ground Force. It's designed to perform anti-tank warfare missions, but it can also engage in air-to-air combat and take on other roles. The Z-10 is the first indigenous Chinese attack helicopter of note, and it was developed with the help of the Russian Kamov Design Bureau. The Z-10 has a two-man stepped cockpit arrangement, with the weapons officer in the front and the pilot in the rear. It has a 5-bladed main rotor and 2-bladed tail rotor, powered by 2 turboshaft engines. The helicopter has a stealthy design, with a slim fuselage and low radar cross-section. The Z-10 is equipped with a nose-mounted electro-operating targeting system, a helmet-mounted sight, and a chin-mounted 23mm cannon. It can carry various weapons on its 4 hardpoints, such as machine guns, rockets, anti-tank missiles, and air-to-air missiles. The Z-10 made its first flight in 2003 and officially entered service in 2012. It's currently operated by the PLAGF and the Pakistan Army Aviation Corps. The Z-10 has participated in several exercises and drills demonstrating its capabilities and performance. The Z-10 is considered to be one of the most powerful helicopters in the world, and it's comparable to other modern types such as the AH-64 Apache, the Mi-28 Havoc, and the Eurocopter Tiger. Number 4. The Boeing AH-64 Apache. The Boeing AH-64 Apache is a twin-turboshaft attack helicopter that can perform various missions, such as anti-armor, close air support, and reconnaissance. It has a tandem cockpit for a crew of 2, a pilot and a gunner, and a tailwheel-type landing gear arrangement. It's equipped with a nose-mounted sensor suite that provides target acquisition and night vision capabilities, as well as a 30mm M230 chain gun and 4 hardpoints for carrying missiles and rockets. The Apache also has a high degree of survivability thanks to its redundant systems and armor protection. In the 1970s, the Apache was developed by Hughes Helicopters for the U.S. Army's Advanced Attack Helicopter program to replace the AH-1 Cobra. The prototype, called the YAH-64, first flew in 1975, and the U.S. Army selected it over the Bell YAH-63 in 1976. The first production model, the AH-64A, was introduced in 1986. And since then, the Apache has undergone several upgrades and variants, such as the AH-64D Apache Longbow, which features a radar dome above the rotor blades, and the AH-64E Apache Guardian, which has improved performance and avionics. The Apache is the primary attack helicopter of the U.S. Army and has served in various conflicts in places like Panama, the Persian Gulf, Kosovo, Afghanistan, and Iraq. It's also operated by 19 other countries around the world, including Israel, Japan, the Netherlands, and the United Arab Emirates. Some countries have built the Apache under license. The United Kingdom is one, for example, which produces the Augusta Westland Apache. And as of 2020, Boeing has produced over 2,400 Apaches, with more orders being expected in the future. The Boeing AH-64 Apache is a combat-proven and battle-tested helicopter that represents the backbone of many attack helicopter fleets. It's designed to be network-centric, interoperable, and adaptable to various scenarios and environments. It's expected to serve as a key weapon system in the multi-domain operations battlefield for decades to come. Which country do you think possesses the most advanced helicopters? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're at it, subscribe. Number 3. The Eurocopter EC725. The Eurocopter EC725 was a creation born from the innovation of Eurocopter, which is now embraced by Airbus helicopters as an evolution of the Super Puma Cougar family. This twin-engine marvel embodies the essence of medium-sized excellence, a chameleon of the skies seamlessly adapting to a variety of roles, including combat search and rescue, troop transport, special operations, medical evacuation, and maritime patrol. Its versatile design allows it to accommodate up to 29 passengers and 2 crew members, with its flexibility depending on customer configuration. With a graceful 5-blade composite main rotor, it takes flight with elegance, ushering in reduced vibrations and noise, while an armored main gearbox empowers it to fly 30 minutes even after losing oil. Peering through its glass cockpit adorned with 4 multifunction displays, the journey is guided by a digital autopilot, enhancing awareness and granting unparalleled flight control. The EC725 first took off into the skies in November of 2000 at Marignane, France. It then made its first public appearance on January 15, 2001, and it completed its first mission with the French Air Force in February of 2005. A coveted choice for combat search and rescue, the French Special Operations Command ordered another 8 EC725s for the French Armed Forces in 2002. The EC725 graced the skies of Lebanon, Afghanistan, Mali, and Libya, unveiling its adaptability amidst challenging realms. With a range of approximately 533 miles and a top speed of 201 miles per hour, it's capable of immense power. And with a versatile wardrobe of armaments, machine guns, rockets, missiles, or cannons, it tailor-makes its performance, adhering to the needs of its mission. The EC725 dons the alias of H-225M in the civil arena, adorning the rules of offshore oil and gas transport, search and rescue, firefighting, and VIP transit. Its design is reminiscent of its military counterpart, the EC-225, embellished with tailored touches, a grander cabin space, loftier takeoff weight, and refined avionics. The EC-225 comes with a lower cost of operation, though, and a higher availability rate, making it a star in its own right. At number 2, the Augusta Westland AW101. The Augusta Westland AW101 stands as a versatile helicopter, skillfully taking on a multitude of military and civil roles. Born from a collaboration effort between Westland Helicopters in the UK and Augusta Westland in Italy, it took to the skies for the first time in 1987. Crafted with a robust and modular design, the AW101 seamlessly adapts to various missions, ranging from troop transport, search and rescue, and anti-submarine warfare to VIP transport. Its impressive capabilities encompass carrying up to 30 passengers or a hefty 11,000 pounds of cargo, all while traversing distances exceeding 808 miles. Empowered by the 3 Rolls-Royce Turbomeca RTM 322 engines, each generating 1,693 kilowatts, it boasts a 5-blade main rotor and a 4-blade tail rotor, both crafted from composite materials. Furthermore, its active vibration control system diligently curbs noise and fatigue, ensuring a smoother experience. A modern cockpit embraces digital avionics accompanied by a 4-axis autopilot, helmet-mounted display, and night vision goggles. Safety takes precedence with its comprehensive self-protection suite, incorporating radar and laser warning receivers, missile approach warners, chaff and flare dispensers alongside infrared jammers. Versatility is taken a step further with the option to arm it with torpedoes, depth charges, anti-ship missiles, rockets, and machine guns. The AW101 graces the skies under the flags of numerous countries including the UK, Italy, Denmark, Portugal, Norway, Canada, Japan, Algeria, and Turkmenistan. Its performance portfolio reads like an anthology, spanning engagements such as the Iraq War, the war in Afghanistan, the Libyan Civil War, the Falklands War, and even the unforgiving terrain of the Antarctic. Through these chapters, the AW101 has manifested as an embodiment of reliability and capability, tending to the diverse requirements of its users. And at number 1, the Boeing CH47. The Boeing CH47, a tandem-rotor helicopter developed by Boeing Vertol, is a heavyweight champion in aerial transport. With a robust capability, it carries a remarkable 28,000 pounds of cargo, or 55 troops. With a zippy maximum speed of 170 knots or 196 miles an hour, and an impressive range of 400 miles, its debut in 1962 marked the beginning of its service to the U.S. Army and diverse military and civilian operators. Its roles span troop transport, medical evacuation, search and rescue, and firefighting. The CH-47's power stems from two turboshaft engines that drive rotors on both ends of its fuselage, carefully synchronized to ensure harmony and deliver both lift and thrust. Steering is accomplished through cyclic pitch control, granting pilots the ability to tweak blade angles individually for varying lift levels throughout each rotor's rotation, enabling nimble maneuvers like forward, backward, lateral motion, or steady hovering. And collective pitch control enables synchronous blade angle changes for overall lift adjustment. A true chameleon of the skies, the CH-47 excels as one of the swiftest and most versatile helicopters worldwide. Scaling lofty heights, tackling sweltering heat, dusty terrains, or watery domains poses no challenge. It takes command of rough territory, landing and taking off with ease, even on snow. Whether internal or external loads from vehicles to artillery, the CH-47 delivers with confidence. It dons a fierce demeanor too, capable of being armed with machine guns, rockets, and missiles. The CH-47's prowess is undeniable, made evident by its history. In 1975, it orchestrated the evacuation of thousands from Saigon during the Vietnam War. And in 1980, it showcased its valor in the daring rescue of hostages from the Iranian embassy in London. It also played a pivotal role in transporting coalition forces during the Gulf War in 1991. Then, in 2005, it extended a helping hand by delivering humanitarian aid to Pakistan following the devastating earthquake. In 2011, it etched its name in history by raiding Osama bin Laden's compound in Abbottabad. The Boeing CH-47 stands tall as an epitome of power, dependability, and adaptability, leaving a lasting mark on aviation history. Which of these helicopters do you think is the most impressive? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. We hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.